Now you can start, senor. Go ahead.
Did we already start the recorder?
Everything has already been started.
Okay, let's call this meeting to order at 1:28 p.m. We're early.
Rudy Castellano,
Present.
Mike Cousins,
Present.
Mike Martinez,
Present.
Travis Martinez,
Present.
Mike Sweeney,
Here.
Councilor Michael Montoya, David Marquez.
Here.
There is a quorum.
I'll move that we approve the agenda as written. That's second that motion. Okay, we have a motion to approve the agenda by Mike Sweeney and second by Rudy. All in favor? Opposed? That's really cool with this one.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented with the question mark did we not have leaving us? Then
We didn't have a photo.
okay, I was present at the one where we did have a quorum evidently, so I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the agenda. We got the agenda, the minutes. And glad for lack of a second.
I'll second that motion. Okay, we have a motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez. All in favor? Opposed?
I did not receive any public input for this meeting.
Thank you, Shani. No, move to business items. Getting next recommendation for approval of addendum number 1 to contract number 4061-24 with Housescan Home Center for building repairs.
This contract is just basically the Hacienda Home Centers for building materials and related supplies. The contract was put in place to avoid the pre-quote process. So that way, any utility or any citywide department that needs materials or any type of tool right away, they have an open field. So this eliminates the pre-quote process. Yes, sir. If you figure a pre-quote process, you're looking anywhere from a week, 2 weeks to get your go in and get your PO. When opposed to having a contract, they have an open PO and we will get the building materials they do not have.
It's really small for us.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to approve the Hacienda.
Can I do you have a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm clear the items on the agenda the same.
BTU, Hacienda, and Romero's, they're all the same.
So why don't we group them? Instead of having to go through each other individually.
And I'll just add a little bit of input on that. The reason that those 3 contracts were put in place is because sometimes BT will have something that Hacienda do, or Hacienda will have something BT do, or you go to Caromelo and they have something you need and the other 2 don't. So it was open that way.
But it's still entail the same thing.
It's all the same thing, yes,
Is
sir.
there any process?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else wants to go through how the others individually, we can help you if you group them. That was the condition of my question, right, in my second. No, we want to get in your statement, but that's fine. I'll be there. Okay, so we're looking at, 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 4, yes.
Oh, we have a motion by Rudy to go ahead and combine, items 1, 3, and 4 and vote on them. And, Mike Martinez is seconding the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And that is the very big, two people. I'll get first with me.
Closer. Back to 2, we'll go to recommendation for approval of addendum number 2 to contract number 3948-23 with Sawmill and Associates for the water and wastewater treatment plant management.
That's the contract that the city has with SMA for operations.
At the waste treatment plant.
Wastewater and water.
Both go.
Yes, sir.
So we're not finding out this treatment plant we're talking about. What are the plants?
No, it's the water treatment plant and wastewater treatment plant.
It's two different.
Yes.
I think on that, we separated on one, then we said separated on the other. That's because it's separate. Crossing lines and whatever.
Yes, sir.
And when they report to us, you check,
Yes, sir.
they'll make a motion for you to set a new contract. I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Mike Martinez and second by Mike Sweeney for the approval of number 2 for Sawmill and Associates. All in favor?
All right. I have a question after the fact. When is this contract going out?
This is for another 12 months.
For another 12 more years, so that's not an addendum, right?
It is an
No, it's
addendum.
an addendum, I'm sorry. It's addendum number 2, so that means it's for another 2 more years.
2 more years. Okay, and they're presently running it.
Yes, sir.
Did we change anything? To the original contract?
No, sir.
Sorry.
I believe the only thing that changed was the rates.
Yeah.
The change in the years.
Thank you. Go to the placing and funding and.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving along to number 5, recommendation for approval to award RFP number 2025-17 for portable flame ionization to Heat Consultants and to Leak Detection Service Incorporated and enter into contracts.
Okay, so these are gonna be for our leak surveys. And what we are doing is we're doing annual leak surveys. The annual leak surveys consist of being able to mitigate, minimize any potential leaks that have become hazardous for grade 1 leaks. And so we try to capture right away from the grade leaks and
These are all gas leaks.
these all, yeah, it's all for our gas leaks. So in the past, we had been utilizing only leak consultants. And we actually got a staffing vendor as well too, out of Texas. He does the same lead surveys as well for us. So we want to put both of them on board. That way we can utilize both of them at both capacities. But it'll help us, staying on top of our annual lead survey along with maybe that's easy to think. That's it. That's it. Mr. Chairman, I'm gonna motion to approve it to come 2025-17.
So this was dated out
Yes.
and we,
So we did it, so we put it out to bid.
It's not a bid, it's a proposal.
It's a proposal. Right now, this is a proposal, yes. Well, out of the proposal, we got two bids.
Oh, really?
These are the two bids that we got.
Your own proposal?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And it was advertised in.
Everything was advertised, and like I said, in the years past, the only one we were getting a bid from was three consultants. Now we got a second bid with, leak detection services. So we'll be able to have two on board, there's only having. And,
What about that? I mean, like, it's a phone call. You do a little.
yeah, the side button, yeah, just push
Side
the
button,
some button, side button, yeah, side button, just sometimes.
But hey, we got you recorded.
So it's gone, dude, I didn't mistake it. I called you, I'll give it a call.
Okay, so we have a motion by Mike Martinez.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Mike Martinez, a second by Mike Sweeney, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, number 6, recommendation for approval to award RFB number 2025-18 for liquid aluminum sulfate to M-Trade Chemicals US LLC and Thatcher Company enter into contracts.
Is this the same type of situation?
No, sir, these are actually bids. And the reason we put them out for bids is because these are products that we're buying. Proposals are for personal services, bids are based on either construction projects or on products. And right now, the liquid aluminum sulfate is a chemical the water treatment plant uses for the chemicals effect. So usually this is a bid to eliminate the pre-pull process. And the reason that we want to contract with Chemtrade and Thatcher is because they have the same chemical product. The thing is if the water treatment plant needs it within the next couple of weeks, if Chemtrade can't get it to us, then we'll go to Thatcher.
And the bids were variable.
Yes, sir. I think they're like $100 difference.
For how long?
This will be for 1 year.
1 year?
I like to have everything efficient, so I like to get everything in a timely manner. So that's why I like to go to the contracts like this.
And lowest bidder doesn't have to win.
Yes. And like I said, I want to say there's about $100 difference between each bidder. But like I said, if one can't get it to us when we need it, then we can always fall back to the other one.
And do it $100 to get what you need to keep people in the water, right? Yeah.
You know how the treatment is, man.
So I make a motion to recommend that we approve for water RFB number 2025-18 for liquid aluminum sulfate and after Chemtrade chemicals and to Thatcher Company. I'm at the city and the contract. Well, so, yeah.
Okay, we have a motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Number 7. Recommendation for approval of addendum number 1 to contract number 4067-24 with Pavement Sealants and Supply Incorporated for building materials and related services.
So then again, I originally the contract for Hacienda, BTU, or Pat Romero, I helped out develop this for Public Works. which is probably why we usually ended up reading the addendum, but it's to eliminate the three-quote process for public works or even citywide to utilize this company for building materials related to road services.
And so this is like 7 and 8.
Yeah, actually, 8 followed along that suit as well. And the reason that we incorporated Hayes Plumbing into building materials is because sometimes they have those unique materials or they can get specialized materials for us. So yeah, 7, and I should rephrase that. Number 1, 3, 4, 7, and 8 are all the same.
But in this motion, we're just considering 7 and 8.
7 and 8. But just for your guys' reference, it's all included in that one.
I was gonna ask you, Mr. Chairman, and for how long? So this is,
These were RFPs, so they are addendum 1, these are for another 3 more years.
each year you will reapprove them.
Yes, sir, each year. And to tell you the truth, these contracts have helped the city out a lot, especially with the efficiency of time and materials, so it wasn't just to one person, it was actually given out to the whole community.
And this, I don't know what it means.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But we are doing this today, right?
I do have a motion to,
Question, are we considering both 7 and 8 combination here then?
And the other also.
Well, the others we've already done.
Right.
yes, and that'll be, part of the motion we need to consolidate those 7 and 8. Motion for approval.
Well, I'll go ahead and make a motion that we consolidate 7 and 8 and approve them.
What's up, your motion?
We have a motion by Mike Sweeney, a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
These companies look well, those people.
Yeah.
These companies, they're happy. And get off this, like, free, they're going.
And, you know, there's sometimes where the water treatment or wastewater treatment, you know, something falls on the pump or anything like that, we can go to them and request a part or everything like that. You don't have to utilize the people system.
That'll be done, then.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to number 9, recommendation for approval of addendum number 2 to contract number 3951-23 with Southern Miller and Associates for engineering services for the water distribution system.
Then again, here, we're not utilizing them for any projects or anything like that. They're just on contract for where they need it.
And this is the second year. Yeah, you said it was happening. And they're like that.
So they have the original one, addendum number 1 is the second year, addendum number 2 is the 3rd year, and addendum 3 is the last year.
It's after that, after the next, after 3, then we do it.
So it'll go another year, and then we'll revisit on,
So that's what we're doing now.
I don't have them doing anything with them now.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you jobs, if they're done, they can do the job.
Yes.
But you know, contracting and we can call that and then pay for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
In that case, we can, Mr. Chairman, I recommend that you approve, we recommend for approval. Addendum number 2, we saw the melon, and that's the contract number, which is 3951-23. Come on, Southern Miller, let's say for the, engineering services for the water distribution service system.
I'll click on that motion. All right, we have a A motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Sweeney, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? And then we have a recommendation for approval of filling the Peterson Reservoir.
We're getting, this one.
As far as operational standpoint goes, I've been trying to fill it from Peterson down. And there has been some controversy along the way with getting it built back up. Because what utilities has planned is to get the reservoir back in operation. Due to the fact of not knowing what the weather's gonna be like this summer. And I would rather have it operational and not need it than need it and not it being operational.
It can be looking real fast.
Yes, sir.
It's not
So
gonna be filled like that.
we get one big one.
But you better have a backup than that.
Yes, sir. So that's why I brought it to the governing body. Because like I said, there's been some controversy on this, and I'd like to get it for backup. And I know there have been some questions as draining, so on and so forth. I actually have everything on my computer that when we had the crest overtop, and it was agreed by all entities to drain it to a safe level during the whole flooding season and everything that was taking place. The city of Las Vegas, we dropped it to 40 acre feet. We kept it there June, July, August, and September. We kept it all at 40 feet. There has been some issues where we did not have authorization to drain it, but the authorization was given to maintain that 40 acre feet at the city level during all of that time, which everything has been documented on the water treatment to natives, which they get sent to everybody, state engineer's office, water bill, everybody, so everybody was aware of what was taking place during that time. And after September, we have October, November, December. So in November and December, we were able to get up to 75 acre feet. And that was just due to the fact that we accumulated for precipitation that we got in. It still took the water level. We haven't drained since September. And that was because we were already out of the flooding season.
So where you at now?
75 acre feet.
And what's the thing?
200.
That's it.
What about, what about the rest of the stuff? Isn't that the other stuff that contaminate the water? Does that really remain?
Say that again?
The trash and the junk that's still in the dam, in the catchment area?
Nothing comes from there.
Oh, you guys are talking about the diversion area.
That's it.
Yeah, no, this one is Peterson. This one,
No, the whole color.
yeah, no,
One actually get filled by.
yeah, so right now, we have a project with the NRCS to remove all that sediment and everything at the diversion area, and that's the area. There's a whole different.
It's ongoing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, I guess my concern is that Story Lake seems to be pretty full, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have the people that are gonna be irrigating the neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Is the gates there to the water could be diverted if it gets too full, because you can't pump it into Story Lake. And then once the people start irrigating, it's gonna become another problem.
I do know the story that it has a project, I know, working up there on their visit.
Yeah. So it's not a danger to the community,
Story there.
there's a flooding.
I don't want to say nothing on that because the characteristics of the river have changed. So, I mean, I could tell you no, and then it happens, and then I could say yes, and then it doesn't happen. So,
Because weather's unpredictable, you know.
yes, sir. And like I said, due to the fact with all the flooding and everything that has taken place, the characteristics of the river has changed. So,
So with the Corps of Engineers and people assisting you guys with planning these things, the diversion, is something being done to avoid an emergency situation?
Yes,
Now?
sir.
Yeah, because you were talking about the bidding process, how long that takes. I mean, if it's.
Well, this is all funded through the NRCS, so they have their own way of getting their own contractors and everything.
Yeah,
So I do know that the planning and design has already been done. I do know they were going through the bidding process. And I do know we're working on the permits for removing all of the sediment. So once that's taking place, then they'll go ahead and get started. And of course, they're also working on the pit pond behind Bradner and Peterson to mitigate that stuff too. But like I said, that's the whole different thing.
well, my worry is that the timing on it, and traffic, because here we are already in February, and we start getting, well, we could get our rains and snows in March and April. And then, you know, what do you do with all that excess water?
Yes, sir. So like I said, I've been talking with the executive office on this. And I got the direction on the need to get the times.
Now, behind, Peterson. Then that be the, in the, pretty depth.
Behind Peterson?
Yeah, you don't know the flow, I mean, there's no flow on like that. No. And there's no problem.
The only type of diversion is through the weather system that they have. Let it down.
Peterson continue to go deep.
Yes, sir.
So,
So it could not be filled with capacity, right? Because of that.
I got the dam engineers inspections. That's what they're called. The dam engineers. And it's not the bad word, but or you could say the engineers of the dam. I mean, either or. They did give us their inspections and they said they go on and fixing the levee system. The levee system has been fixed to a certain extent. I do have AECom coming in here at the end of the month, the 25th, 26th, and 27th, because we're gonna finalize some surveys for us. So that way, if we do a new dam, that levee system will be compatible with the new dam. And of course, you know, I have to research the water rights and everything to make sure that we're compatible with the can be. So the best time to do it now is, the best time now is to do it now. Yes,
that's someone from,
yes.
I'm for it. I'm not likely looking forward to the middle of summer.
Yeah, and the question that I always ask is the water drinkable?
Yes.
I think it's there,
But anyhow, yeah, that's another concern is the water quality. And you're sending out, you are sending out notices to the customers about the fact that it is good, right?
Yes, it's still drinkable. I mean, the only way that it wouldn't be drinkable is if I got notice from the drinking water bill. That would have to be immediate, sent out, it'd be on the news, it'd be all over the radio, the newspaper. It's a boil order, you know,
What's the status on the,
and to say something real quick to that, and I know my cousin is very familiar with this, but no matter what the city of Las Vegas does, it's always regulated. It's regulated by drinking water, it's regulated by surface water, it's regulated by EPA. So, I mean, it's not like the city can go and do whatever they want, because it's regulated, and we send our results daily. I've started, meetings with the EPA, once a month, the drinking water bill. We schedule the meetings with them once a month, so that way we can have that open communication with each of the entities. You know, surface water is also a part of the EPA. On top of that, I send out weekly reports to EPA surface water, and we send out daily reports to drinking water bill. I know it's a lot of work that we're doing, but it's the open communication that I have to get with the city to reconcile some of that communication that was lost in the past.
Yes. So you have oversight committees that entities that oversee everything in terms of the water.
Yes, sir.
what's the status on the rebuilding the Peterson?
Right now, we're on phase 3, and the final design off the top of my head, I remember it should be completed in November. This November.
For the beginning of it, maybe we do a couple of years.
Pending on funding.
Since I haven't been, we shouldn't be looking since then.
So what is needed to get this going?
How long is the government to do it?
It's not a matter of money, right?
And see where's that about last week.
And there's just debate between Story Lake and the city of Austin. So there's a presentation that's I'm going to be a part of to explain a whole lot of stuff. As well as the recommendation for the condition.
What would be so that what association that would be
That's something I cannot answer. You have to talk to them.
on the police.
No, sir.
No,
Well, we also pay for this one.
but I mean, you really double work your capacity. What's it called? Another 2 hour service there.
I can go either. Right now, it's pretty much I want to do more of the river. Now that the river is not so curved,
I see.
because honestly, it's a lot easier to treat the river than it is to treat Story Lake.
On that same issue, the floodgates, then the canal, is that workable? Is it working? Can it work if something should happen? Because that's another diversion, right?
That's the diversion that goes to the Story Lake. That's like or
Oh, that goes to Scully, but you don't want them on out of Scully, do you?
They don't want to,
I mean, I can't make that decision for them.
they can't put it in the sense.
And that whole diversion right there is, it's monitored by the state engineer's office. I monitor that too. The state engineer's office monitors that.
Somebody knows they can't put it in.
Right now, it's probably like our water is like 90%.
It doesn't endanger the dam, does it?
I
I can't answer those questions.
I have no idea. I'm not part of I'm not part of any of that, so.
Travis, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I have to ask that question.
I'm trying to, we're working on open communication also with the Story Lake.
But to the same effect, Story Lake can also start getting rid of water, if they can hold it,
So the thing is, what the catch that whole thing is a lot of use of association. So if they don't want the water, then you have to hold it. And who can release it? It's not part of the city, right? You said it was somebody else.
Other than storage that's. You have also this water that's.
So there is the 800 acre feet with the current purchase, and then there's the Quintana emergency piece, which is 200 acre feet. On top of the 800.
So basically, we got the touch, and you still use the level there.
So right now, if I can, well, the time is good, fill it up with the river. Once it's filled up, then it settle out, and then we'll still have the 800, in case of anything happens.
You know, we're on the subject of water, and I don't know if this is a valid question, if it isn't, but I have to be on the answer, but. Yeah, an organization called Awas Plus. They presented to us, they were talking about a water plant that they were gonna construct.
A wastewater treatment facility that will turn the reuse water into potable water.
Yeah, what did that happen to that? Oh, it's, can you answer?
I
Is
couldn't tell you the direction of
it still in the process, do you think, or you don't know?
I know it's put on hold.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what happened after that. I haven't been a part of it, so. I know that in the past, that was brought up for pretty much an emergency resource or to use it. The thing about that is it was in one direction and now they want to see if there's other directions they can go other than use.
They're not afraid to spend money on it. They got it.
Well, that 98 million, you have to remember, it's only for water treatment plant systems. It's not for distribution, it's not for wastewater. It's not for gas, it's not for parks
Your
and
mind is for
reds.
that.
It's all for water treatment.
A lot of money that just not city. For just that particular purpose.
I know there is, works being made about moving forward on it and which way the city wants to go.
I think it should be, because the country starts to go all in one day. Well, I don't know. Anyhow, so I just had to bring, it
Yeah.
crossed my mind in the
And,
middle of the night and I have to ask that.
and to tell you the truth, I can't really elaborate on it because
I
I'm
know.
not really sure what, direction they want to take.
Mhm.
You know, right now we're just in operation for bringing the city back in order and we're trying to keep up with the day-to-days. And then I'm just getting us there to the future, so. Based on that, it's,
One hell of a job.
once they get us up, then we move forward.
Well, I mean, I can imagine that that is so much money. But if I was a city council, not to be putting this. Live out town?
My recommendation is you ask Councilman Mr. Montoya. That's all I can say.
Or the city council. South of the meeting.
Like I said, I'm just taking it to,
What are you doing?
yes, sir.
And there's nothing else to do.
Yes,
To
sir.
the same effect, this committee is like just recommending to the council. That doesn't mean that they're gonna do it for you, and that they do something. So if you wanna make a motion, that we go ahead and recommend that we Phil Peterson. And they can go from there.
And on this presentation that's gonna be moving forward with Peterson, there's a lot of history for the past 3 years of all the data we compiled. We put it into a PowerPoint. You guys don't want to watch it for the council, it'll explain a lot. But, there's been 3 years of the not knowing. There's been the 3 years of contract, there's been a lot of finger pointing and stuff, so I want to put that to rest and I want to move forward. So with the presentation that I'm doing, I hope it opens up everybody to what's taking place.
What kind of sector is being used?
What, Peterson? It's just not the Peterson, but it also ties into Starlight. Because right now, and that's where I want to know what the recommendation is for filling Peterson. I can go off the river, which I can. The river is gonna take us months to fill it up, months. If I go off of Story Lake, that gives me 45 days of just straight pumping to fill it up. So,
And the cost of.
we're looking about $12,000 in electricity.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I know, but this also ties into the Story Lake contract with Story Lake Water.
So there's a binding the contract.
Yes, sir.
That they control Peterson.
No, there's not. It's just a bind on like, well, I can't see there's a bind or anything like that. It's just our storage, the lease, the pumping, and history.
So basically, what's kind of being said is that they can, anybody can use the water.
No, so there's some stuff that's in question of what happened 2 years ago that hasn't made sense to a lot of people. So we did, we're finalizing, I wish I could show you guys the presentation, but it's not finalized yet. But it explains a lot of our acre feet, a lot of the contracts, where we were in the past to where we're at right now, and how that contracts makes up for the lease and our storage.
And so, I said, infrastructure, going price, or how that.
I couldn't tell you, I haven't spoken down into acre feet. I know well, see, and then I stepped back to the contract as well too. I mean, we had a 4-year contract or 2 years contract for $2 million, I believe it was. So, I mean, I haven't broken it down. I haven't even thought of that.
So, but whenever the historic police association started, water owning. How does that work? Does if you put up part of it, or lake belong to, as it is right now, all the water in the lake, it says, you just leasing their water rights and the storage rights.
So we have storage rights there.
Right. Now,
We actually have,
Cause you're saying about 1 million gallons.
we have like 2,700 acre feet that we can utilize, but we only pay for 800.
but when we drop down to a certain level, how does it affect that $1 million contract or the $1 million contract or whatever?
So
Does it
basically,
affect it? If you're not using it, storage to store, are you still paying them for
To the right to
the
the
water
water.
bills?
so if we don't use it, we're still paying for it.
Irrigation won't affect that though, right? If it's got irrigation in that one, raining. too much of the water.
Regardless, we still have 800 acre feet.
Okay.
Regardless,
I think that will. So, they do it.
That's the before we go on the motion, or they will make one person make a motion, I'll go. No, okay. Now, you're saying you're gonna fill it up to 79 capacity or not?
no, what it is we're gonna probably fill it to about 190 acre feet.
You can divide it.
Yeah,
It could be what capacity?
that would be pretty much like 95%.
Oh, 90%.
Yes, sir.
And it's taking into consideration the flood, I mean, the April rains.
So,
You have the version for the April rains, is what I'm worried about.
yes, sir. So, well, on that note, once I get Peterson full and it settles out, that's gonna be our main source that we can use. So it'll drain. We'll start using it, it'll drain. And then, if it comes back down again till we start getting the flooding, then we'll be able to, this time we know. We'll be able to monitor and everything. Last time, that stuff kind of just hit us out of the blue and that much water we weren't expecting, but, you learn from your mistakes and, this time we put together emergency action plan and stuff like this, so. Yes,
That's what has to do it. And overflow from the Peterson, then you make it go down between what?
where's that gap you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what it was that.
The table?
That thing that we take. That thing called it. Yeah, the wells that on the way from the jaws,
Oh, no,
that's when you get there, and that thing that is all over the top.
no, sir.
It's not possible.
No. Okay. So the thing is fill it up as much as we can right here, now to 95%. Once we start getting it settled down, then we're gonna start utilizing Peterson. For some reason, the plant reacts to Peterson Reservoir better than Badner or Story Lake. Did it tell you?
Yeah.
My cousin probably knows about that. So that's why we want to use it, because some odd reason it settles out better. And by us utilizing it, then, you know, we can keep it 3/4 of the way forward.
We need that, so,
Yes, sir.
makes sense, anything? All of it.
Yes, sir. And that's the plan, is like I said, I'd rather have it, so not you get to, you get to not have it. And we keep as much of our storage as possible and store it for a rainy day. I guess you could put it that way. Yes, sir. For a really bad day, realize if they're in there.
So one more time, has the racing of the water and storage, is that also an issue of contention for some people or not? Is that kind of settled? People are not saying what we can get, you know, concerned about that we're paying so many dollars for the water.
So right now it's funded through. Right now, this is pretty much funded through the state. So basically, the city pays, we get it, we send our paperwork and we reimburse it. So it's not like the city actually can for this money.
I found that maybe more you can use the river and stable, but
Yes, sir. Like I said, I would rather have that to keep as much water and store it in, because I do not know and staff does not know, and sometimes, not sometimes, but you know, there's other consultants that are, you know, kind of worried of, you know, the river might slow down this summer. You know, so I can't say it's gonna happen, you know, but the
You know, it
way
could be
it's-
just the opposite too.
the way that the weather has been, it's like, you know, we had that cold snap, you know, that's just happened, what, 2.5 weeks ago? The plant had never, people say that, oh yeah, we've had those cold snaps before. No, the plant has never experienced a cold snap like that. Now when the entire facility goes, chemical goes, everything.
That didn't happen in 2011. In 2011, we went 20 low. 2011.
Well, up there at the, up at the plant was -20.
But maybe 28 this time.
Yes, sir. There's the chemical flows everywhere. The clarifier all the way down to the pumps. Those guys were keeping the chemical feed lines apart. You should have just seen the chemical just come out like it was frozen. So, you know, we did take our extra precaution. Just to put that out there, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the water trucks going into the water treatment plant. That was just to get rid of the spent water because we had to flush the plants, we went to the lagoons, they overfilled into the secondaries. We had to get the pumps weren't keeping up with taking it to the wastewater, so we had to get a third party in to get the trucks, fill them up and move them out. Because once that happens, then I'm in violation of surface water. And then if I overfill over the wastewater, then I'm in violation of EPA or sewer discharge, so I'm playing a pretty good sneaky game, I guess, if you want to call it. So, you know, so it's balancing everything out. And this time we do have stuff coming into the water treatment plant that's going to be installed. We did upgrade the heating system for the building because I'm going to find out heating system was installed prior, but it was way undersized. So now we have a system that's coming in. All the materials should be here tomorrow and it's going to be installed over the weekend. So that way, if they do have that snow next week that they're calling for, we'll be prepared.
Well, that being the case, like, have to make a motion for change. Okay, make a tenant that I'm gonna make a motion that we recommend the approval for the filling of Peterson Reservoir to 80% capacity. Is that what you, is that what? I already just said that, right?
No, just building of the Peterson.
Okay, that's too much.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Rudy and a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor. Aye. Opposed,
Alright, it's,
We got a note here that the monthly report would not provide committee.
so that is my fault because I just submitted a 32-page monthly report to city manager yesterday. I finalized. So I'm sorry I did not get that on to you guys. Yes, sir.
It's first things first.
Yeah, like I said, I just finished the monthly report yesterday, my 32 pages long. And that's across all the divisions, but, it's like,
And we got an award for the water treatment plant and
so we got the presidential award for the water treatment plant from the New Mexico Water and Wastewater Association for the most upgraded water treatment plant in 2024.
Say what?
Yes, sir.
Let's go see UAC Meeting. I'm glad you guys. It's for real.
Yeah.
And I like the real way of doing things. Yeah. So it's,
And it's been a lot easier that, with these podcasts because we go and we have a good working relationship for years already. So coming into the roles that me and him that came into when I need help or he needs help, it's real quick and it's easy. You don't have to, if there is something happening, like he'll be like, he's having an emergency and I have it, well then we'll just tell him, hey, can I spare a guy or two, and he'll do the same. And, we help each
that's the way
other
it's
out.
always been.
So, depending on the other facilities like David and stuff, it helps out a lot easier.
It's very good teamwork. Teamwork and bringing in, have a lot of guys, from the gas water for lunch, they share lunch together, we share lunch together.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I mean, it's really nice to see them come together the way we would. And then have a
It's only people have to be responsible when you have it, so that's,
yes,
and
yes.
when you gotta feel it, that all time.
Yeah.
And project status. You don't have really any projects going on.
We have SCADA and TrackBack. TrackBack is going to be finalized by the end of the month. And SCADA right now is about 80% complete. Those are the only two. I gave direction to project management that we are to finish up these old projects that we've had from the past before we get any new ones. Because there are SOPs that me and staff have created all throughout the other divisions on what each division is capable of doing, needs to do, and by rule, policy, and protocol and regulations. So moving forward, we're gonna knock out the rest of these old projects, and moving forward, there's gonna be a different way of doing these projects. As for myself, I advanced myself to project management and taking over these projects and helping project management. We've actually been able to close out these projects in a timely manner, and we've cut down change orders. There's no more unnecessary change orders taking place anymore. There's no change orders for time. There's nothing, we hold everybody accountable. If it's the city's fault, I told my staff, well, then someone to be accountable for it. If it's on city side, if it's the engineer that's accountable, we're gonna hold them, or if it's the contractor, we're gonna hold them accountable. That's the way that business is being done, or it has to be done, and we're gonna set the precedence for it.
No, back when the bullshit, no.
This year, that's stopped. We stopped it, and I always input into staff rules, regulation, policy, ordinance, and charter.
Congratulations. Working.
Yes, sir.
A lot of stuff. I'm over them. That's my responsibility, but now I got a serious responsibility on that. I couldn't handle that, but I do see a lot of others. Lots and lots.
And honestly, I couldn't do it without staff, so.
No.
Staff has come around and majority of all of it's there, so.
Things done with that, and couldn't go into war, we had. That's always, can do it.
Okay, see any announcements? Any member comments? Mhm.
You wanna take a- Yeah, I wanted to,
Mike?
I do, I mean, amnesty days, are you having any more?
Absolutely, yeah, we are, we're having one on, so we're getting ready to have Earth Day, which is on April 22nd. And what we're gonna be doing is the Saturday on the 19th. We're gonna be doing it on a Saturday this week, so it accommodates everybody who works during the week as well. Like normally, sometimes it falls during the week, and it hurts the individuals who work, 8 to 5 jobs, Saturday and 4:30 jobs. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna have it on a Saturday, and our hours are gonna be from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. And of course, solid waste will be open from 8 in the morning to 4. Like regular staff, but we're gonna close it. You'll get everything, of course, to pack, load up, make sure everything's ready to go. And then, moving forward from that, another day we're gonna be thinking is, come summer, we're gonna do another amnesty day in June. We just haven't picked the actual date yet, but we are gonna host another amnesty day in June.
Oh, you're announcing it.
There's gonna be through public service announcements, optics, radio, social media, and then of course we'll be spreading the word as well also. But another one we're gonna try, so we're gonna be very, very busy at Solid Waste this year. And one of the other events we're gonna be bringing back is it's gonna be a third amnesty day. So I think in the last 4 years they hosted an amnesty day once a year. We're gonna do Earth Day, the 19th on Saturday, that's gonna be the first one. June, we're gonna do the other one, we're gonna announce a date on June. And then we're gonna shoot for another one right in the beginning of August. But what August is gonna consist of, we're gonna go by ward cleanup. So week 1 will be Ward 1. Week 2 will be Ward 2. Week 3 will be Ward 3. Week 3 will be, and 4 will be Ward 4. And this way it will open up another opportunity for our community to clean up at a faster, rapid pace and be able to keep our community.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
That works also, that's.
It's,
That's.
oh, no, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of work, but, we're moving in a good direction at solid waste as well right now. We had, Travis, 6 employees, a matter of months, and we're up to 13 employees at solid waste right now. And, with the 13 employees, we're actually getting ready to revamp the work out over there, which was very much needed over there. You had labor role positions moving into higher capacity positions at labor role wages. We can't have that, and we're not gonna be able to keep staff doing this type of thing. So the only way we're gonna be able to build a strong team is being able to create these opportunities that are needed for that solid waste facility, along with revamping other positions that have never been created. So I'm gonna be excited to be able to formulate, we actually do have a work service man work order technician right now. And he's not titled that right now. He's still in over there. But we're gonna treat solid waste the same way water and gas, wastewater has always operated. Every day, every morning we have water department, gas department will pick up full service work orders. Whether it consists of lighting pilots, turning on the water, changing meters, whatever, etc. That communication had kind of dwindled away with solid waste, and that communication is coming back right now. Customer service has been good. Travis Martinez has been great. So we've been in communication in totally different aspects. But part of what you mentioned earlier with trash being around, bags, debris, that's what my service technicians are coming. So now it's not only going to consist of new rollouts, new services. Now when we get calls of orders of gas, we do the car service. They take you to 1701 2nd Street, go verify, check the media, check the yard line, whatnot. We're going to do the same thing with our solid waste technician. So now if there's a bag of trash, somebody's driving down the road and they lose a bag of trash, well, before that guy, the trash spreads out, we want to try to go pick it up in a hanging man. Yeah, pick it up.
What's the second?
Because the trash can, my trash can is busted. The lid, it's burning one.
We need an address, so not the way they're here.
Yeah, and then the other question is, the only couple of times I've done waste disposal, they don't have anything for older people or handicapped people. Like before, there was somebody that came up with their own invention, they would reach out to your truck and hand you the bill, and then they would hand you a pen. I don't know, it was an extended thing. The person who does plays on to keep people from having, some people can't even get out of their damn trucks. The other thing is maybe they shouldn't be taking refuse to dump. And then if you have an older person that thinking it's fine, the rest of them are out in line waiting for that person to get the next truck and go up. Just few things to look into. Well, that might not be important, but
No, it is
for
important.
me, it was being in that position when I'm saying, just help them get these loads out in a hurry because it's about 5 foot behind me.
And right now, moving forward, right now, we just feel the skeleton in that position as well. We're not have 2 people open the window versus only having 1. So right now, when you have those classes, so I'm gonna apologize that right away.
Yeah,
Now, when we do have somebody out there, I could have one of my skeletons go out and being able to existing versus extended. We could look into extended as well, but we need to have somebody go out.
that would be great.
Yes.
And I told him, I'm going to bring this up to the community.
No, that's, I appreciate that.
For just an announcement, we're working on that text message.
Yeah.
So you remember to keep your phone updated at customer service, because once we have it online, we'll be able to send PSAs actually everybody's phone to a text message. So for instance, you know, when Dave's ready to do his birthday, the city of Las Vegas customer service will put the PSA in and it'll go to everybody's phone. Well, whoever's phone number is on the account. Will make sure to go use it.
Well, once she gets it, it's gonna be on for you, bro. It's on every place over here for you. I'm calling.
Did you know that he's having a birthday? But it'll be able to tell you about gas leaks, water leaks, traffic control, whatever we put on it, so. It's just a faster way for communication.
One more thing, you know, to play a month. I appreciate giving timely notice and reminders about the meeting, and that's why I missed it last week because I wasn't sure how we were going to do it. But so appreciate it. This time this month it was very well on time. Done very professionally, I'd say. Because even when I was eating lunch, I got a text message.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good.
It was a little bit of a difference for us, because we're like, now we have it scheduled, you know. At a different time, we were used to it always at that. So,
Well, that's it, was real. That's good, it's real good. Most of you guys working good.
I think we had a call it next regular meeting, March 6th at 2025 at 1:30 p.m. That's calling meeting adjourned at 2:31.
that works out.